Good evening and welcome back to Let's Play Bastion. When we left off last time, we were finishing up some of the side stuff before we head on over to the Tazal Terminals. So, this Bedroll appeared. Let's see what it's all about. Do I want to take off the idols first? Let's take off the idols first. It's going to make it a lot easier. And although I'd like to try it with them on, and you know, I don't want to die part way through and have to start from the beginning, so we'll just go this way.
It's hard to sleep easy these days, what with everything that's happened.
This way we can beat it and you can hear everything Rux has to say.
Zulf, very soon the kid's gonna have to face that man again, for the last time.
So yep, this is the Survivor's Dream. This is all about Zulf. Where are you?
They met on the worst day of Zulf's life. There in the Hanging Gardens, he aimed to throw it all away.
Rattletails, I hear ya.
It wasn't the first time Zulf had nothing to lose. He was born to a simple Ura couple who didn't last long before plague took him.
2 for 1, awesome.
He grew up hungry in the tunnels of the Tazal Terminals, so he took to stealing from a Ceylandian missionary living there. He once got sloppy with his thieving hands. The missionary caught him, but didn't rat him out. Instead, he offered to take him in. That missionary raised Zulf like a gentleman, like he was his own son. Taught him theology, history, and mercy.
Come on up.
When the missionary had passed away, Zulf promised to continue his work, to bring about a lasting peace between the Ura and Ceylandia. Zulf started teaching the missionaries wisdom to any Ura who would listen, and listen they did.
Grab this.
He advocated tolerance and argued that the Ura should atone for the war. He believed the city had much to teach his people.
So as you can see, main strategy with this area is hiding behind things and just taking them out with the mortar.
However, Zulf felt he could only do so much in the Tazal Terminals. He needed Caelondia to know the Ura had changed.
And I don't just run out and see what everything's doing, because I don't want to draw a bunch of enemies on me all at once. So try and stay mostly in the corner. It gets a little tricky sometimes with these stupid rattletails. Come on.
He decided to do what the missionary did many years before. He left the city of his youth to brave a savage land.
I knew you were up here somewhere. There we go.
The journey was hard, but he knew how to fend for himself. And then at last, Zulf saw the rippling walls on the horizon. He endeared himself to city folk straight away. And in turn, he fell in love with the city and its people. One in particular.
Insanity.
This young lady was fascinated by the Ura, but she never met anyone like Zulf. She told him she knew all the city's best-kept secrets. The Hanging Gardens was their favorite spot. It was there that Zulf clasped her hands and proposed in proper Caelondian style.
What is this guy doing here? You don't fit the theme. Oh.
He celebrated with his friends long into the night. Joy and revelry like he'd never seen. Too bad he couldn't remember it all. He woke up alone underground inside the Ura Caelondian War Memorial, built like an Ura den. But something was wrong.
More you guys. One of these things just for fun? Oh, two of them. Three of them. Oh well. No worries.
He emerged from that hole in the ground into a waking nightmare. Everything that wasn't gone was twisted upside down. The world was frozen, air thick with ash. What few faces he saw on the street stared back at him with gray and vacant eyes.
So yes, like everybody else, Zulf's story is full of despair and tragedy. His in some ways I think is sadder than the others though, because he was an idealist. He was hoping to make things better. And everything went so well for him until the calamity and the horrible truth about it. So of course he flew into a rage and felt horribly betrayed. He'd been trying to make peace between the cities.
He found his wife-to-be asleep inside her home. But when he reached out to her, she joined with all the ashes in the sky.
And he lost his fiancée.
And so Zulf returned to where he proposed in the Hanging Gardens. And there he stood, as if the gods would answer him.
And that's where we found him.
The kid's gonna be okay. As for that man, who knows?
Well, he lost everything. Oh, not quite there. Ooh, we are almost to the next level. Regardless, let's go ahead to the Tazal Terminals. Zulf is detected. He bides his time within the remains of the Ura's massive underground sprawl. And this is the very last area. Yeah. Let's head in there.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right. The calamity hit the Tazal Terminals hardest of all.
Ooh. These guys zipping into place. Oops. Be careful near those edges, kid.
No chance anything survived. You know why Zulf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there. Taken by the calamity. Zulf must be there all alone, just waiting.
You think so, huh, Rux?
You know what's funny?
Yeah, that looked suspiciously tempting.
Well,
Well, what is it? What's funny? Oh, did I get them all? Yeah.
all of us are waiting for a kid.
Oh. There's stuff messing us up, kid. Watch out for those poison darts. I probably should have saved that.
Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories to pass the time, right?
Ooh. What are you blocking? Block the person who's actually hitting you.
But Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the arid planet here will go away.
Well, that's what we're shooting for, isn't it?
What happens to Zulf will no longer matter.
I disagree. He's our buddy. It matters.
Zealandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be all right.
How's everyone going to be all right, Rux?
Problem is, we'll all be gone.
Explain yourself, Rux.
Oh, we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. That's the power of the Bastion. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. The way things were before this story. Good times, right?
Now we can jump for a bit.
You be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
Oh, I see you. Get these guys from over here.
All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at him.
Oh. Sorry, lady.
No mistakes.
You guys can just fall off too. We're gonna keep moving ahead.
Anyone you've ever heard.
That was a little closer than I should have let it get. Keep going. Don't worry about those.
Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know.
Well,
There's things I wouldn't want to do over. I wouldn't want to have to go through like middle school and high school again. That would suck. Even if you could do things different.
I guess there's nothing more to say. Who am I kidding?
Are there more of you guys coming? Or is this just letting me stock up before the end? I think that's all it is.
Look. There's something else.
What's that?
A confession. How come I know so much about the Bastion?
Well, how come?
I designed the place. But that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. You follow
Whoops.
me? So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already.
Well,
What's
it's a
to
good
stop it
question.
from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
Are we just going to be stuck in an eternal loop, Rux? Is that what you're saying?
The answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us.
Well, is that so strange? How much do we benefit by turning things back to the way they already were? And the calamity may happen again, and the tensions between these two countries are still going on. Does it really help anybody?
Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around.
Battering ram.
The weight of the calamity. It's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go.
Oh, and that's a secret skill. So now we've got that. Fantastic. And we've got this battering ram, which we can slam. Oh, destroyed pith there. We can also swing it with our ranged weapon. So we will go forth and check this out, but that'll have to be next time. I'm going to go ahead and wind this down here. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you enjoyed this. Come back next time and we'll see about finishing up this game.